Hello everyone and welcome back to E2E. Today, I have figured out what we're doing. I don't remember if I said that I knew what I was doing last episode, but I know what I'm doing now. So basically, in between episodes, I added these little kind of, I guess, entrances to the side of the Capitol building. Basically, it's just a decoration, except for this is an elevator, which takes you up to the ground floor. Now, technically the ground floor is there because that's where the ground is, but we're considering this the basement because the ground floor is going to be up here. So basically what I'm going to do today, I'm going to wall in this whole area, build a floor. This is going to be like the main workshop. Like we're going to have the terminal here. We're going to have maybe the Tinker's Construct furnace over here. We're going to have a couple of the other things over here that we have over at the base. I guess I could go over there and look what I'm going to move over there. We are going to move the Tinker's Construct stuff. We're going to move all of this. We're going to move some furnaces. The nether portal is going to stay here. We can move the mechanism. We can move the IC2 stuff. We can move the water mills, I suppose. Basically, we're just moving the stuff that doesn't have a place to be yet into the ground floor. So then down here in the basement is going to be all of the machines and stuff. So like for our, we're placing our AE2 system in here, and the terminals are going to be up top, but the machines are going to be down here at the bottom. So basically, it's going to have, I should probably avoid that little guy right there. I can see you, So we're going to have the terminal up here, as I said, and then down below we're going to have the patterns, we're going to have all of the assemblies, we're going to have the auto-crafting, we're going to have various other machines that'll help with auto-crafting. I think what I'm going to do is that most of the big, bulky machines from each mod is going to get their own factory. Like we've done with immersive engineering, it's got one of everything in there. It's got all the bulky machines. If I need to manually make stuff, I can just go over there and slap some stuff in there. But if I need to automate stuff, say for auto-crafting reasons, like a energy smelter or a crusher, I'll just put an extra one down here in the basement and then connect it up to the auto-crafting in the system so we can just automate everything. But of course, if we get to the point where we need more than I can fit in this area, we can either dig down or we can just run some cables over to the actual buildings. I don't know if we're going to get to that point. I don't know how big these machines get, and I don't know if they need to be completely automated with Applied Energistics. Once we get done with that, depending on how much time is left in the episode, we might do something else, but for now, that's going to be the current plan. I suppose we need to get to work on building the floor, because I don't just want to build it out of this void stone, even though it does look really nice. It would be nice to have a little bit of detail,
Someone come to my base and go through the Twilight Forest portal.
Well, Rolly's managed to get himself trapped in the Twilight Forest.
There was a creeper and it instantly exploded, dude.
Man, this is literally going to be my first time stepping in the Twilight Forest, too. That's crazy. Okay, here we go. Oh, welcome back. My wings don't work here. What is going on over there?
Be careful, there's acid rain.
Oh, acid rain. I'll be fine. What's Trollstein?
I don't know, there's a kobold.
Why is there acid rain in the cave?
Firefly, you should just work for the government. You could fix all the world's problems.
Yeah, I feel like I would not do that.
Oh, they just they really knew. Okay, they neuter everything that allows you to fly.
Yeah.
In Twilight Forest.
Yeah,
I didn't realize. Damn.
Okay, well, I guess
they
we're
do
not
that?
flying here. I guess we have to, if I ever end up doing Twilight Forest stuff, I'm literally just gonna bring, like, iron tools. And then have to deal with it, Well, that's enough Twilight Forest for me. I'm going back to work. I never realized how not green my grass was until I saw green grass. And we are done. Well, most of the way. Here's what it looks like right now. I really like what I've done with this. I like the spiral. It looks really nice. Got a spiral on the inside, obviously. We got some extra layers here. Now, this floor and this floor are the same height, so if I go up another floor, it's going to be the same thing because, this wall, yeah, it's kind of jaggedy. But anyway, yeah, this is the spiral. We're going to use this for this floor pattern as well, but I think I'm going to mirror it. That might look good because then it'd be kind of like opposite direction spirals. That should be pretty cool. So yeah, there we go. All I need to do now is build this side, which I have my copy paste gadget with 44 pieces of paste. That's not enough, but I'm gonna have to go grab some more paste and then we can copy this in and then we can finally start moving our Applied Energistics system in here. Very exciting stuff. And there we go. It is complete. I actually don't know if these light sources are actually giving off light because they're made out of paste. Why don't I just break these because I doubt they're going to do it anyway, so just cut to the chase. But other than that, it's done. So now we can start moving in. We need to grab all of our Applied Energistics stuff. We need to move the Tinker's Construct Forge. We need to move Mechanism. We need to move IC2. We need to move this. Well, maybe we can just leave that there. I don't know. But this is definitely going. We're moving all of this stuff. That's going. Everything's going in there. Let's do it. Hey guys, it's loot box time. I got
Yeah.
a stick.
Nice.
Give it to Woodstock.
Here you go, what's up?
What'd you get a loot box from? What quest did you complete?
It was a ball of fur. It's from Actually Editions. Woodstock has a cat farm. Yeah, I'm not setting up a cat farm, even if there is endgame stuff. It's just way too much effort. Oh yeah, Denied Goblin, you want to come over and see my base? We got to get the live Denied Goblin reaction.
Want me naked for this so you can look at my awesome skin?
Hey, yo!
I'm gonna
Hey,
strip
yo.
down for us.
Skin I
Yeah,
can because I
Let's
plan-
see, let's see.
Now, this is epic.
So here's all my mechanism stuff, and then here's my industrial craft. Or no, this is immersive engineering. We're in my immersive engineering factory. Here's all my machines. Got the wires in the ceiling. Don't touch them, you will die.
Oh, no, I'm testing this.
Okay, well,
Do you mean like instant death?
yeah, basically.
That's high voltage.
I want to. You know what? Touch it. Let's see if you survive.
Yeah. The one you stood on my base was a low voltage. That's why I didn't. Oh, he's
Putting his armor on. Nope, he survived. Just barely though. It took about
What
half.
do you mean?
Bro, you
Oh,
stood
yeah,
on a
yeah,
wire
about
and you
half.
took half your health.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Now, if we go back,
worry.
you should see the Capitol building start rendering in.
What the fuck?
And Firefly's got his orbital cannon.
Yep.
Why? Is it you spent like 2 weeks on?
Oh, it's more like 1 week.
All right, you guys should come see my basement.
Your basement? Do I? I don't know
Yeah.
if I want to go to your basement.
No, it's just where I go insane.
I feel like you're torturing people down there.
All right,
Okay.
guys, let's go to my basement.
Go to
Follow
Potato
me.
Master's basement. I'm getting a bit worried.
Deny Goblin, there might not be a way out here for you.
Welcome back to What's in Potato Master's basement,
Jars.
bro. What?
Arcane shit.
What,
Yeah,
dude?
this is
These
all
little like
Autocraft
scoop
stuff.
blocks are kind of good. And then the demon ritual over here.
Nah, it's an infusion pedestal that doesn't even have all its pedestals yet.
Can you stick
'cause-
my anus in
I-
that?
Marco, can you shut the
Bro got that beam of light.
Go look at his, on top.
Yeah, the giant laser cannon.
Oh, yeah, I got my own orbital cannon. Don't worry about it.
Can I sit in it? Oh my god. Nice place. Nice place. Good stuff. Good stuff. I guess we're going on a world tour. Oh, the marble pillars are nice, though. Got the base forming up here. Oh, you took out the whole astral thingy. Got the factory going over here with a kiln that hasn't been turned into a kiln yet. All right, back over to Rolly's base. Got, oh yeah, you put the blazing pyrotheum in there, yeah. The biggest crop farm you ever did see. And then, wait, where? Yeah, oh yeah, Denied Goblin, you moved, didn't you? I'm gonna go over there. All right, looking good. You know, Rolly, you could deal with that giant oil slick that's like pouring into your river.
We like environmental damage here.
All right, next up, and last but not least, Denied Goblin, who joined the server yesterday. Okay, you know, this is a nice place. Nice and flat, decent grass. Got the smell tree, got the zombie heads, got some storage, not too shabby. And that concludes the server tour. Now that we're done being sidetracked with the server tour, let's actually move into the Capitol building. Or maybe I should set up some automation in Autocrafting first. Because then I can make a whole bunch more storage disks, and then I don't have to worry about storing stuff like I'm doing. Yep, we're getting sidetracked for the third time today. So we need a bunch of inscribers. We need one for each press, and then one to combine them, so we need 5. And I already have 1, so we just need to make 4 more. Dear God, the amount of machine cases I'm gonna need. Oh, no. Alright, give me 25 minutes to make those. Hold on, let me go fly over to Woodstock's base. We're getting sidetracked again. He's doing a ball of fur unboxing. You do half? Okay. Alright, what are we gonna get? Okay, we got tall slimy grass, stymphalian bird feather, a bee, ink, grass, another grass, clay, feather, salmon, stick, and a mystical feather. What does this do? Oh, that's for arrows. Oh, nice. And looks like Woodstock got a frog leg, a feather, leather, string, an empty case, firefly. Hey, that's me. Arctic fur, salmon, sand, and fish. Pretty good haul. All right, now we can make the advanced machine casings. 4. Next up is these machine casings. We need everything, but it's already here. 4. Next up is the inscriber. We need more reinforced stone. I need 8 slime balls. You know what that means. Sticky pistons done. We do this and this. 4 inscribers. Now we need 4 of these, which means we need 8 engineering processors, which means I need to go grab my inscriber and set up my AE2 system again, or I could just use these ones. I'll just use the ones I have in my inventory. I need 8 hoppers, dude. Leaderboards! Time played. Potato Master is currently winning by a large margin. Jeez. You know, Tonight Goblin,
There we
you've
go.
almost played more than Lobster has, and he joined on the second day, and you joined yesterday. Boom, 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 boom. And now all we have to do is we grab our inscriber, chuck it in here, and there we have 4 advanced inscribers, along with the other one that I have in my ender chest, because I did not want to lose these. And now we have 5. The other one, yeah, it's right here. It's got upgrades in it. Okay, now the next thing we need is we need a bunch of interfaces, so I need to make let's make like 8. Because they're pretty cheap. Okay, I'll get on that. I also need to make a bunch of acceleration cards. Yeah, I guess we can just do that while we're just chilling here making other ones. I had to reset up my ME system just so I could use the inscribers. Okay, so now we can make these advanced cards. We make 16 of them, and to make the acceleration, we need another piece of Fluix crystal. I'm out of charged Certus quartz. I can't do that. Oh, there's 2 charged Certus quartz in there. I did not know I had that. And there we go. 8 interfaces. That should be enough, I hope. Oh, I just enriched these into pure Fluix crystals. I did not mean to do that. Oh, I meant to crush them. I put them in the wrong thing, and now I don't have enough. So we need to make a charger now. That is completely my fault. All right, well, this shouldn't... Oh, that's cheap. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. We might as well do a half a stack. Oh, it looks like this is completely random, too. Oof. Oh wait, so each of these can have 5 cards, and we have 5, so I need 25, and I have 18 right now, so I guess let's just finish that out and make everything that we need. Okay, let's see how fast this thing is with all of these in here. Quite. There we go, and I have 1 extra as well, so there we go. That should be everything we need to get these inscribers ready, so I guess we can officially move in now. Alright, so where am I going to put this now? Since this is normally the side that I come from, this is going to be kind of like center of the city. I don't know. This is normally the side that I come in from. This is where all my stuff is. That's where my other factories are. I'm going to put the system right here. Kind of centralized, but also kind of towards this side. So let's put the controller down here, and the RTG can go behind it. There we go. So now that'll have power. We can run the cable up here with the terminal on it. This is our crafting terminal, of course. And then let's go grab all the other pieces. All right, so next up, let's put our hard drive down. Actually, do I want to move this controller? Yes, I do. So instead, we're going to put our ME drive down first. We're going to put our 4K storage in there. We're going to be making more of these, but I figure I can set up Autocrafting for that and then make my life a whole lot easier. ME controller, disk drive right there, and we can put another disk drive down there later if we need one. We can put our crafting terminal right there. Should have all that stone in it. Yes, we can. We can use this to test stuff. So now we need to go underneath this. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I can't actually get down there yet. I need to figure out how I'm going to put elevators. Maybe we can replace this. Like these. Yeah, let's do here. Boom. This should be the controller. Yes, it is. Okay, let's grab some cables, bring them down here. And then we can actually start to do stuff down here, because this is like our workshop area. So let's first run this just all the way to the floor, just to be convenient. This is definitely going to get moved around at some point once I have access to more cables. So first off, let's reassemble our crafting module. Let's see, what do we want? One of our interfaces right here. We can put 2 assemblers on that just to make it go a little quicker. And we can put our cobblestone pattern in there. And now let's just test that real quick. It looks like it's working. Very nice. And now we get to do the very fun task of setting up inscriber automation. This is going to be interesting. All right, so now this is going to be a little bit weird. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to do interfaces. We're going to need 5 of them because we have all of these inscribers. Reach 8. I've already got to 8 channels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, that's going to be fun. We might have to make another ME controller. I think that's how you get more channels. Well, anyways, let's place these down. It looks like they're all powered. Are they? No. Oh, well, maybe. Yeah, they're all getting power. It's just kind of slow. That's okay. Silicon, logic, engineering, calculation, and then this one is where we combine the two together to make the actual circuits. So now we need to go make some patterns. All right, so now I actually do know how to set these up because I may or may not have watched a video on this earlier today, just so I knew what I was doing. I don't think we can actually do shapeless patterns in here. Okay, never mind. We need a new terminal. All right, here we go. Ready for the biggest crafting tree you've ever seen? We got our illuminated panel. We can make a ME terminal. And now we can turn that into an ME crafting terminal with a crafting table. And then we can make our crafting terminal. And then we can finally make our pattern terminal so we can actually make shapeless patterns. Now let's run this cable over here. We can slap it down right here. And then hopefully this will allow us to make patterns. Yes. Okay, good. Processing pattern. So 1 gold turns into 1 printed logic circuit. And that's our encoded pattern. So let me go test that out. So let's see, where's the logic? This is the logic, so we put this pattern in there. So why don't we now try, let's put this gold in there, craft 1, start. Okay, now did it work? Yes, it did. That did work. Unfortunately, do not have a way to take them out. We will deal with that later. Now right now, let's just make the patterns. All right, so we made all those patterns. Now we got to put them in the right places. This one is the silicon. So let's put the silicon in there. This one is the engineering. So put the engineering in there. This one is the calculation. And then this one does the full processing. So now let's see what happens if I just shove all this stuff into my system. Boom, 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 boom. We can craft one of these. Storage NA no crafting CPUs available. What does that mean? What's this one doing? Oh, cancel because it didn't take it out and put it back in. Oh, we just need an item pipe. Oh, okay. So that wasn't actually that difficult. I just need to figure out some kind of item transportation method and I just pipe it straight back into the interface. Item conduit. We need pulsating iron, which means we need a pulsating iron, which means we need to make an alloy furnace. Oh, that's not actually that bit. We can do that right now. Oh, let's just do that. Man, life is good when you just have everything you need. That's crazy. Lead sheet metal, lead item casing, lead. Why don't you go lead some graphite block, and now we should be able to acquire our basic plates and then acquire our alloy thingy after I grab a piece of redstone. There we go. Now, why was I doing this? All right, yeah. We are grabbing a item conduit, which means we need pulsating nuggets. We need pulsating iron, which means we need an alloy furnace, which is a redstone and an ender pearl. Or not redstone. That is a... Well, what even was that? Am I dumb or something? It was iron. God, I forgot the name for iron, dude. I've used so much iron today, I just don't even want to think about it anymore. That's what it was. And smelt that sucker up into a pulsating iron ingot. Which we then uncraft into iron nuggets, which then we grab some of that little paste that they always like to use. And craft it into item conduits. Yeah, always active. Yeah, thank you. Oh, that just worked. I just had to change the configuration, I think. Middle mouse click, and then we make one more. And it's in there. Oh my god, we figured it out. Autocrafting, baby. That's how we do it. Now let's go get the rest of these there. Oh, someone's boomerang. He's coming back!
I, honest to God, have no idea what's going on here.
Alright, well there we go. That is it. Autocrafting complete. Eventually I'm going to upgrade everything so I can have more, molecular assemblers, because right now this is slow and we need to upgrade that. I think the next order of business now is, since we have all of these auto-craftable, we will try to automate crafting all the other stuff that we need to make storage cells, because we need to make a bunch of 4Ks to put in here so I can actually store my items. So that's going to be our next plan of action. Alright, why don't we first make a pattern? So we can turn this back to normal mode, and we can put blank pattern in there, and we're going to use pure Certus quartz, and that is the only other pattern we have, and these need to go on the molecular assemblers. So we can put this in here. I am actually going to overwrite this compressed cobblestone one, because that's not really a thing. Can you not, like... Oh, you can't, just shift right click. Okay, there we go. So we can overwrite that. So Quartz infused glass is another thing that we are going to like to get, and we're going to use normal quartz because that's way easier to get than Certus quartz. This is our now quartz glass crafter as well. So now we should be able to make these because it's just going to be Certus quartz, iron, glowstone, and glass, and this dust, which we all just put into the system and we don't have to worry about it. So I'm just scrolling through this alloy furnace page. I can make some really advanced alloys in here. I think I can even make some that I can't make over in my arc furnace. Let's see, like over here I saw, no, it was 1 page ago. Yeah, it was a silicon carbide, HSLA, thermoconducting, extreme alloy. I've never even seen those before. Make a whole bunch of cool stuff. Unfortunately, I did look, can't make enderium. But I think with this alloy furnace, I can make the stuff that I need to make one of the furnaces that allows me to make enderium. It was the nuclear craft melter. This is the like hard one, right? We got the machine chassis here. We just need lead, steel, and tough alloy, which is just lithium and ferroboron. And ferroboron is also another alloy in this thing, and that's just boron and steel, which boron is an ore. So we can already do that. Then the advanced plating is tough alloy, which we just talked about. And then the other thing is the servo mechanism, which is just steel, ferroboron, which again, alloy furnace. And what was the other thing? Copper and steel. We can do that. Let's actually go ahead and do that. Not quite yet though. I've still got some auto crafting to do. I'd like to get a couple of patterns set up, and I'd like to start the craft on the 9 4K storage components that we're going to need, because it's going to be rather expensive. So I'd like to get all the materials in there that I need, start the craft. It's going to take a little bit because, you know, it's using a bunch of stuff. And then while that's happening, we can go work on getting our enderium. Alrighty, so I got a bunch of quartz, gold, another quartz dust. Put that in there. I put some glass in there. Let's make 10 patterns. Alright, so then we can take our patterns and put them into here. And now we need to make some stuff. So what do we need for this 4K thing? We need 1K components. We have all of that already. Okay, there's our 1K component. We've got glass already. We've got a calculation processor already. We are good to go. Next up, we need the storage housing. Iron plates, I'm just going to put in there. Iron chest. Yeah, let's just do that. I'll just put the plates in a chest in there. Actually, you know what? Let's just save some time. We're going to put the recipe for the chest in there. I don't think I'm going to end up using it for this, just because it'll be easier to just put the chest in here. But then we've got plates, we've got iron chest, we've got this. We need to make the ME storage housing, and finally the 4K storage. Alright, let's go place that on the interface right here. 9. And what do we need to bring? We need 20 logs, 20 treated wood, 90 iron plates, 27 redstone. But we're going to be making these. 4K storage. Yeah, I forgot to make that pattern. That was stupid. Okay, and we can put this in here. We are missing some pure Certus quartz. We need silicon, redstone, iron plates, and chests. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll go grab those and put these in, and then we can get this started. All right, well, I'm just waiting for silicon to smelt down, so why don't we just go ahead and get a start on this? So we can place these down. Bam, bam, and bam. I believe that's in the correct orientation. It is. Servo mechanism, steel, ferroboron, copper, and redstone. Now, how does one get boron? I believe that's just an ore, and I'm fairly certain I mined a nuclear craft ore vein, so it should be here somewhere. Boron ore, here we go. We are going to go and just shove that in the processor and get, like, a million stacks. Let's just do like this. Purification chamber. Got some extra quartz in here from when I was building, and a boron ingot, and the servo mechanism. There we go. Slap that right there. Now that should be enough silicon as well. We can go over here back to our capital building, throw this into the terminal, craft 10 minus 1, that's 9, and everything is ready to go. CPU automatic. Boom. Okay, looks like we do not have enough power to power the system. I'm just going to let this cook. We already have one. I'm just going to throw it in here. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, we'll come back to that in like 2 minutes when it's done. Now, lithium is another ore from nuclear craft, which is like white. There it is. I'm just going to swap it out once it's almost done, so then that'll just be fast-tracked, you know? Let's make 2 of these. And we can make some tough alloy here. Bam. So then we can chuck this sucker into here, and now we just need those 4 advanced plates. We need the tough alloy, which is basically more smelting, the basic plates, which we're going to craft 4, so we just need to get more lead, and then we should have it, so I'll be back then. Alright, we have finally acquired everything we need. We make our graphite block, select the right thing, and then we have basic plates. basic plates, tough alloy, redstone, advanced plating. And then we shove our advanced plating into here and we grab a melter. Hot and spicy. So now we can slap the smelter down on our little power cable here. Kill the spider because it's annoying. And let's grab a bunch of ender pearls. I'm thinking 16. We're just going to melt these all down. Hopefully I can like take this out with a bucket. Alright, please let this work. Oh, yes. Okay, now how do you use this? What's the best way to make it? Enderium blend, I can make 4. We are almost out of lead. We're going to have to start melting some down. I believe I have some in here though. Yeah, just a little bit. Now I have 1 piece of platinum. I don't remember where I got this from. Pulverized lead, 1 piece of platinum, and that, and we have enderium. Melt, melt, melt! Enderium sharpening kit. Mining level 10 has been achieved. We are taking the platinum. Thank you. Next up is Terra Steel, which sounds like a lot of magic, which sounds like we're not doing that. Alright, real question, can I put a sharpening kit on my pickaxe that already had a sharpening kit go on it?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. So we're going to level this sucker up to Enderium mining level. Fortified Enderium. Bing, bing, bing. Look at this. Enderium pickaxe. I don't really know what has an Enderium mining level. I haven't seen literally anything. Alright, so now here we are over here. We have all of our disk drives. We can chuck these suckers into here. And now we have a fully kitted out ME drive. 4Ks in each, just to be sure I have enough space for everything. Alright, let's start just dumping everything we have in here. We do not need to worry about space. We have whatever 63 times 10, 630 different items can go in there, and they can stack up to a lot. So let's just clean out this base, dude. We needed to do this from a long time ago, and it's finally time. Okay, so I've officially moved everything over into there that I think needs to be in there. Now, there's a whole bunch of garbage still lying around, like this chest. Actually, this can go. This, we need to do something about these rock crystals because they don't stack. I'm going to leave the ores. I think I might just move them up to the ore processor platform. That's later. This is trolling. This we need to deal with. This is just armor. This is just all the junk that isn't going to fit. There's a couple things in here that I guess I could move, like this wither bone. But yeah, this is just stuff that's like not... I have like 1 of that I don't really need to put it in there. This is kind of rare stuff that's also not stackable. We can grab this though. In here, I don't really know what I'm going to do with this just yet because this is... It would belong in the system, but also it's kind of like for a specific mods that I'm going to deal with. The mechanism chest, we're just going to move everything in here and all these machines inside somewhere. Same with the smeltery, same with IC2 and forestry, the little bit that we have. This chest is going to stay here just for the trees. We basically have everything that's in there that needs to be in there minus a few other things. So progress is good. Just going to move more stuff and then actually get some actual buildings up in here. We need to move the mechanism in, IC2, forestry, all that stuff. So let's just do that next. And there we have it. I've officially moved everything over that needs to be moved. We got Tinker's Construct here, furnaces, jukebox, got those other machines that I had. I think this is just like, yeah, this is going to be Astral Sorcery eventually. I'm just put the rock crystals in there because they don't stack very well. Forestry over here. Industrial craft right here. I put mechanism right here just so it has skylight access to get the solar panel to be powered. And then there we go. Everything is moved in. A lot of my things are like not full. That's very weird. Anyways, yeah, our disks are doing good. Everything is in our storage system that needs to be here. Looking good, looking good. We have a lot of stuff, especially redstone and compressed cobblestone, and a lot of compressed dirt as well. But yeah, there we go. Everything is nice. Now, another thing that I think we're going to do is, since this episode has kind of been about, you know, Applied Energistics, moving everything into the Capitol building and getting autocrafting set up, why don't we just fully focus on autocrafting? Let's get a system that will work for at least 50 episodes or so, at least until the point that I need to start crafting stuff that takes extreme resources. So why don't we go down here into the basement here. Let's actually get this into a more permanent setup. Now, the first thing we're going to need to do is we need to get rid of these cables. They can only transfer 8 channels, and since I've done a little research in between the last clip and this one, each side of this controller gives 32 channels. The glass cables can only take 8 channels, though. So the other types of cables are the covered cable, they also take 8, and the dense cable, which can take 32. And the dense cable is literally just 4 cables, but they have to be covered, so we're going to need to get wool as well. And we're here, we might as well cover them. Now, smart cables are a little bit different. They can tell you how many channels you're using. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and make it because it's only glowstone and redstone. It's really not that bad. So basically, we're just going to have to craft up a whole bunch of dense smart cables. We're going to move the controller down probably to the center here. I'm going to put it right up here because then it'll be centralized. We can route it to wherever it needs to go. And we can also stack down. If we need to get more channels, we can just build another controller. And then we'll have an access to another 32 times 4 sides. So why don't we go ahead and start getting some stuff moved. But first, let's make cables. Dense smart cables, can I dye them afterwards? Yes, I can. So let's just make patterns for the smart cable, the dense smart cable, whatever. Okay, there we go. So that should be all of the cable patterns, and then we can dye them accordingly. I think I'm just going to go with purple because, yeah, well, I think y'all know why. Dense smart cable fluix, make one. Can we finally make the dense smart cable now? Yes, we can. And there we have it. Okay, so now that we have autocrafting set up for that, I'm going to gather all the resources needed to make, I think, let's just make 4 stacks. That's kind of a lot. 128 of these we need. A bunch more glass, a bunch more fluix, a bunch of 512 wool, glowstone, and quartz dust. Okay, I will get on that, and then I will see you all when I have the ability to make all of these. All right, I gathered everything that we need except for white wool. We need 512 white wool. I think I'm just going to go for string because I have ways to grow string. I can grow flax. I can grow some of these other things. I could do industrial hemp. Of course, this is a plant, so I have 2 options. I can either, grow a massive field of it. I could spam bone meal on that, or I can make a garden cloche, which I believe is very good. I've seen some very good things about it. And since I now have the thermo-ionic fabricator from forestry, I think we built that last episode, or maybe it was this one, I don't remember. But we have it. So why don't we just go ahead and make one of these? So, I mean, it's just a heavy engineering block. We've made those before. Treated wood, easy. LV connector, yep. And then an ejector upgrade is just tin plates and a piston. Alrighty, here we go. Finally got one made up. We can slap this down right here. Okay, not a clue how this works. Hatch on the front of the glass dome is only for automatic output. Every seed needs to be paired with the correct soil or it won't grow. Okay, so I would assume that's liquid, that's something, this might be power, and then that's output. Boom. Okay. Now this looks like it's going pretty fast, to be fair. I don't think this fertilizer is working. But hey, there we go. We got a bunch of industrial hemp. And no power, apparently. I don't know. This kind of works, but it's very slow and I don't have enough to power it. I don't think this is going to be viable to get all of the wool that I need. I'm going to have to find a different method. Okay, it's been literally 10 seconds since the last clip. The fertilizer now just started working. We're getting a 3 times growth modifier. This thing's going quick now. So yeah, this is going good. Now I'm going to do something extremely stupid. We're going to speed this up. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. I really hoped that it wouldn't eat power like it's doing, but it is. The real thing is, it's not getting that much string either. We're at 35. Maybe I'm just going to make a bunch of fertilizer and then just like spam grow stuff. Why don't I just do that and we're going to see how much I can get? I feel like that's just going to be the easiest. I mean, it's the most boring, but honestly, I'd like to get these cables done. So we're just going to go with that. I got like 240. Ugh, not enough. Alrighty, we finally got all the wool we need, I think. 128, bam. And oh my god, that was extremely expensive on the fertilizer front. I am going to need to get a permanent solution to farming wool. Maybe we can do that next episode, but right now we just have our cables. Thank goodness. Let's just watch them roll in. I need to like make a crafting monitor. Not this one, the other one. Maybe I can. Hold on, can I like look at this? Oh yeah, look, it's cooking right now. It's just making these right now. We got a minute 20 left? Jeez. And we're done. We just need our purple dye, which we can just acquire. And then we can make, I'm going to make purple ones. Okay, let's do it. Now, the way I've been getting dye all this time is I've been making the mystical petals, right? Which then you can plant, bone meal, shear. And I used 1, and I got 4. So we're a net positive of 3. And that's what I've been doing. And then you can just slap these into a pestle and mortar, and then you can get a dye out of it. So that's what I've been doing this whole time. I don't know if I've ever showed that, but we are now. All right, there we go. And we did not use nearly as much dye as I needed. I made way more. Okay, and another thing I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to move this entire system again. So I've set my Osgilgloss warp point to be right here. So I think I'm actually just going to flip this around. This is moving. I'm just going to leave this here until it runs out of water, and then I'll just pick it up, put it in the system. But yeah, the system is going to turn around to face the other way, mostly because I warp in here every time. I almost rarely take the actual elevator. So we're just going to flip it around. It's going to be easy that way. And then we're going to go reorganize the basement here. This is going to get moved to like an auto-crafting side, maybe there. MB controller is going to go there. Going to run cables everywhere, and we are going to upgrade the crafting system. Specifically this, but we're also, I think I'm going to add a couple more of these, or maybe just more coprocessors. I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty, we got everything moved over. We got the ME drive up here. It's kind of, lackluster right now. I think I'm going to make 2 more drives, place one on each side when I actually need the storage. Right now, we don't really need it. Got our crafting terminal, pattern terminal. I'm going to get a interface terminal as well, because that would be really convenient. I don't think I can make one yet, but I guess I could just look while I'm here. Oh, I could just make one. All right, there we go. And there's our interface terminal, and we can see everything that we have here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, there's a couple things that we need to work on. Crafting storage, we may as well just upgrade this, right? Because right now it's got a 4K and 2 coprocessors. It's kind of quick, but not really. We need to fix that. And also, we need to upgrade our molecular assembler setup. Here we go. And I've already made everything that we need for that. So I just got to put this in here and shift click. 7 more coprocessors. There is space for one more thing, as you can see, though. And that's because we're going to make a 16K crafting storage. Mostly because we need the extra space. I don't think we're going to end up making a 64 because I don't think we have enough. But I guess we can find out since we've made the pattern. What am I missing? A little bit of silicon and some pure Certus quartz. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just make this big one, and then we'll never have to worry about it again. Okay, let me go grab some pure Certus quartz and silicon. Bam, and everything. We have enough space. We have enough resources. This actually isn't taking that much, all things considered. And start. Shove the 64K right into there. We have a 64K crafting storage. I don't think we're ever going to have to worry about this ever again. That looks like a pretty solid auto-crafting setup. Okay, so next up, we need to add a bunch more interfaces and molecular assemblers because this is getting really slow crafting stuff. Alrighty, fellas, we finally got everything we needed. That took a very long time. 8 molecular assemblers, 384 crafting tables, by the way. Good grief. Oh, right, and I should say the, where are they? These machine blocks? Let's see, here's the crafting recipe. It's a lot easier to make them with iron electron tubes and sturdy casing from forestry. These are pretty cheap to make. This is just bronze and copper. And then these iron electron tubes, it's literally just iron and redstone and a little bit of glass in the thermoionic fabricator. Very nice. So that was easy to make. So now we can go ahead and make these assemblers. 10, 9, 8, next, and start. Oh, power shut off for a second just because it was thinking about it. All right, so now where do we go to craft this? I believe there's like a crafting terminal that I should make, but I don't know about it yet. So we can just click on the monitor here. 11 seconds and it'll be done. All right, so let's go back up here then. Boom. Okay. So now what we also need to make is 6 more interfaces. What am I missing for that? Absolutely nothing. Let's get that done as well. Boom. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. So now each one of these has at least 3, because this corner one here and this corner one here, these are going to be the ones that will not get the most they can because they only get 1, 2, 3, but the ones in the inside get 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we got a whole bunch with 4 and a couple with 3. So there we go. Got that crafting upgraded. Now, we can always upgrade this over time, but for now, I think that's fine. This should give us a lot of space for patterns. Very nice. Okay, I'm also going to organize this a little bit so it shows up nicely in here, but that's for a later date. Oh, right. Remember, Potato Master has not logged in, and Rolly has pulled a good prank on him. All right, here we go. So I heard it's
a little out of order.
Oh my god. Bro. There's so many. Oh my god. Bro.
There's multiple areas I did it in.
Oh my god. Where? Okay, you got the enchantment table. You got the astral sorcery, whatever that is. Where else?
Go check out his blood altar.
Oh my god, there's a lake of blood in the blood altar. Bro. Oh my god.
Don't tell Potato Master.
Bucket of blood. Don't tell Potato Master. Yeah, I think he's going to figure it out when he joins. Why is there a bunch of, like, Weenor on the ground? Okay, I would consider autocrafting to be done, at least the autocrafting setup. Oh, you know what? A wireless terminal would be very nice, so why don't I go ahead and do that? And another thing that I need to do is I need to either figure out a better power source for this, or just get an energy smelter from something. Because, like, my current smelting setup is those 4 furnaces, and that needs to change. So I think maybe next episode, we're just going to do the mechanism ethylene power setup, because that should give us enough power to run all of our mechanism machines, the Applied Energistics system, and maybe the industrial craft stuff. Another thing about the industrial craft stuff, by the way, going to point this out. The reason I haven't been doing any of it since, like, what, episode 5, 6 or something, is that it's very dangerous, and if you plug in the wrong type of power, it'll blow up. But if you bring a basic universal cable for mechanism, any of these will do, so we're probably going to just level these up. The IC2 machines will not explode no matter how you power them. Okay, 2 Fluix pearls, 2 wireless receivers. Now I'm going to put one of them right here. Nope, I don't know how these work. Oh, wireless access point. Yeah, that's what it was. And wireless access point. I think you just put it right here. Yeah, looks like it. Is that on? 16 meters? That's it? Oh, and I can turn this into a crafting terminal? And you can wear it as a bauble. Wireless terminal. Yeah, device is not linked. Yeah, thank you. How do you link it? Oh, I need a security terminal? Oh my god. Okay, how do you make one of those? Boom, security terminal. Good grief. Now, how does this work? I'm going to put it right here. Alright, so now we are linked. So now, if I go over here, I have access to my thing. And the range is like literally right here. That's not as useful as I would like, but it'll have to do for now. Alright, we got this wireless terminal set up, and I think with that we are going to call it for this episode. We got a lot of stuff done, a lot of automation, a lot of auto crafting stuff. Very happy with how this has turned out. So, what's next? Well, normally for automation you need recipes for a whole bunch of other things like smelting, you need them for like a metal press, you need them to make a whole bunch of garbage, right? So originally I was going to do that, but I figured power's going to be a problem very soon, so we're going to hold off on doing that, and maybe next episode we'll get a nice ethylene power setup going. Another thing that I should mention about that is these machines, like the crushing factory. We use the crushing factory a lot here to make a whole bunch of, you know, crushed quartz and stuff. But this is for mechanism. This isn't Applied Energistics, and it doesn't belong in this building. So I think what I'm going to do from now on, for each building I make, it's going to be specific to one mod or one type of structure. So I've got the immersive engineering building out there. I could also build some immersive engineering buildings in here to use as the automation. But for the most part, they're going to be out there. So, for example, if I ever make a setup to make HDPE, I'm going to put that in the mechanism building. But then if I need a crushing factory in here, I'll just make a second one, put it in the basement, and then hook it up to the Autocrafting terminals. So that means we can still use these machines for like automation and stuff, but we can also have them in their separate buildings. I think that makes the most sense, and it also would help make the city feel more like a city. Okay, cool. So yeah, there we go. That's going to be it for this episode. Very happy with how this Applied Energistics stuff turned out. In between episodes, I think I am either going to make a couple more of these, maybe just like a 4K monitor and 2 co-processors, just so I can have a couple different things queued up at the same time. And then I think I'm also going to go mining because we are running out of some more resources again. That's going to be it for today. Applied Energistics. I'm very happy with how this turned out. Goodbye.